Back in 2014, I went to a local university here named California State University, San Bernardino, or CSUSB for short. It's a popular college for many people who are looking to spend a reasonable amount of money to get a degree. In that college, I was initially majoring in math, but I decided that maybe I should just major in physics. The reason why was because I found the universe to be interesting, stimulated by documentaries about cosmology, which I used to binge on in my early 20s. So, I decided to take this step and officially change my major to physics. Thankfully, all the math courses I took were a requirement except for one or two, which was fine. So I figured I'm pretty much halfway done. All I need to do now is just take the preliminary physics classes in order to get started. I was really excited to embark on this journey, but I had no idea how it would turn out later on. You see, the excitement was starting to wear off once I actually started my classes and labs. I thought I understood what was being taught, but boy was I wrong. Every time I would leave the lecture, I would be so fascinated by the information I learned and looked forward to the labs. Once I started to do the labs, I was constantly getting an F. I thought it had to do with my professor being strict, which she absolutely was. She was brutally strict, in fact, at least in my opinion. But I realized it's also because I'm not actually understanding the material as much as I thought I did. Even when I was assigned problems to work on, I would just freeze up. I had no idea what to do to solve just basic classical mechanics problems, which I thought I understood. I thought maybe I can go to tutoring to solve this issue. But the problem is that tutoring only happened for a couple of hours on Monday, which was during a time when I had another class, so that plan was out of the window. Then I looked into getting tutoring with professors, but there are problems with this approach too. This is because professors are very busy and they have limited office hours in which they are either doing work or helping another student. So even if I manage to get some time with a professor and solve some problems, it's not guaranteed that I will have their help all the time for all the problems. Naturally, they would feel I'm pestering them and would eventually try to convince me to do it on my own. Otherwise, I'm not cut out for this field. This part actually happened, not the one where professors felt pestered by me, but the one where the dean of the physics department said, I'm not cut out for this, and that maybe I should consider biology, or something I told him I find interesting, which is foreign languages. He said that would be a great idea, because he personally feels like his brain isn't wired for foreign language learning, and that if I find this topic interesting, he believes I will be successful at it. I mulled this over in my mind and wondered whether I should major in a foreign language. The logical choice for me was Spanish, since I live here in California, but I thought it would be a waste of time since I hate the way schools teach foreign languages. Therefore, I decided to just take up foreign languages as a hobby and focus on pursuing a degree that is a bit more sensible. I was going to major in history, which I got an AA in, but since the school I went to, which is I transferred to, didn't offer this subject in online studies, I decided to go for sociology. The reason why I chose this major was because I remember taking an introduction to sociology class back in 2013, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Mine is all the political nonsense, which was annoyingly present in that class, but not to the same degree as today. So I studied this in my online program, and later on I was thinking of continuing my studies in sociology, but I realized that I'm not as interested in complex societal issues as I am with individual issues. This led me to a master's degree in psychology with a concentration in marriage and family therapy. As opposed to physics and even mathematics, I thoroughly enjoyed studying this topic because I was always curious about why people think and do the things they do. I don't know why I didn't take up this topic much earlier on in my youth, but I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I allowed other people's comments about my inquiries about psychology were shut down or dismissed, or even sometimes given overtly simplistic answers that don't help me in any way. This is the basic gist of it. I used to regret majoring in physics, but I no longer have those regrets because it taught me who I really am and what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. Physics is fun to learn at the conceptual level, but once you get down to solving problems in it, it quickly becomes tedious and overwhelming, at least for me. Have you had the same experience with a major in college? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read them. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share to get notified about more videos like this one. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.